Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is our success thought number 101. Very interesting thought today, and as we are moving once more towards closing the year out, and this is a topic that has really been on my mind for a little bit as we up our game, as we step up our game to do the things we want to do, become the things we want to become, and have whatever we want to have. And we're really stepping our game up now at the end of the year because we're closing out, and we know that where we start next year is exactly where we end this year. So it behooves us to use these next days to the best of our advantage. As you know, all of our classes, all of our thoughts are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, the Super Achiever Edition. It's available on our website, herbertharris.com. It's also available on Amazon and Walmart and all of the other digital platforms. So as we're closing out today, the topic is indecision. Indecision. A young man once had an opportunity to speak to a very, very successful gentleman, and he asked the man, he said, "Sir," he said, "what is the key to success? What is the key to wealth? What is the key to getting the things you want in life?" And then he added, "if you could put it in one or two words." I guess this is a microwave young man who wanted to get the answers, but didn't really want to hear the entire story. So the elderly gentleman thought for a moment, and he said, "the key to success is right decisions." The young man said, "Oh, really? Well, how do you make right decisions?" And the older gentleman said, "experience." Oh man, oh, okay. Well, how do you get experience? And then came the whammy: wrong decisions. So literally, we fail our way to the top. We literally sort of stumble in the dark a little bit in trying to find what works for us, how we're able to get where we want to go. The challenge is this, that many times people can't make a decision at all. In other words, right decision or wrong decision. Very often, many of us get caught in that middle ground of not making a decision, either through procrastination, lack of focus, but for whatever reason, we don't make a decision. But guess what, folks? Not making a decision is a decision. I often talk of the image of that we are boats on the river of life heading towards the ocean of eternity. And so as a boat on the river of life, when we make a decision, we're like putting up our sails so that we're determining a particular direction that we want to go. We're adjusting our rudder, which is our rudder is our core values. We're adjusting our rudder to take us in the direction of someplace we want to go. And then we may up our engine. Our engine is our level of desire, the fire in our belly that makes us want to be more, want to do more, and have more. So those of you who are listening today, I guarantee you that you're on the river of life and that there's some decisions facing you right now. There's some challenges facing you right now, which you must deal with. If you procrastinate, guess what? That is a decision. Whenever you don't make a decision, what happens is that the river of life takes you where it wants you to go. Very simple. For example, if you decide to procrastinate about paying your light bill and procrastinate, and then one day you just forget about it, and you come in one evening and you flip the switch and nothing happens. Now you may say, I did not intend to not pay my light bill, but it happened because you never made a decision to go for it. You never made a decision to handle it, to take care of it. And so no decision is a decision. The question is, why are people indecisive? Why do we find it so difficult to make decisions. And the number one reason that we don't make decisions, good or bad, is fear. Fear. Dr. Mansa Musa said, good morning. The act of commission or omission. Excellent, a good way to put it. You either do something or you don't do something, but the bottom line is you get results regardless. So very often we find difficulty making decisions because of fear of being wrong. Nobody wants to be wrong, but you remember the elderly gentleman in the quote said that you learn to make right decisions by making wrong decisions. And so when you have that fear of being wrong, that can paralyze you. That's a lot like the fear of failure. If you're so afraid to try to fail, then you never try. If you're so afraid to be wrong, then you never make a good decision. You never make a decision, period. And so as a result, when you don't make a decision, the world makes a decision for you. So the fear of being wrong. Another reason we don't make decisions is because of criticism. You know, if you don't say anything, nobody criticizes you. That's not even, sometimes people criticize you for not saying anything. Why didn't you speak up? Okay. And then when you speak up, you say you said the wrong thing. But fear of criticism can paralyze you so that you don't make a decision. You also have the fear of change. You know, when you especially like earth-shaking decisions, decisions are life-altering decisions, sometimes we hesitate to make a life-altering decision because we're insecure about how it's going to end up, that fear of change. We may make a decision to stay in a relationship because we don't like it, but we're afraid of the future. We're afraid of getting into something new. We may stay stuck. So the fear of change that other people may not like you, fear of change. Sometimes we fear stuff just because of negative programming. You know, you've heard, man, money is the root of all evil. It's not even true. It's not even there in the Bible. Okay. Very often we have negative projections of wealth, and those things come into our subconscious mind and can make us fearful of stepping out. So fear keeps us from making decisions, makes us indecisive. The other thought is that why is it so hard to make decisions on the other side? Well, number one, we don't know what we want. If you don't know what you want, it's hard to make a decision to go for it. You don't know what to go for. When you don't know what you want, you're like a boat on the river of life, just going wherever the river takes you. Another reason we don't make decisions is because we don't believe in ourselves. If you don't believe in yourself, you're going to be afraid. If you don't believe in yourself, you're going to sit there and on simmer. Another reason that we don't make decisions is because we don't believe in the process. And so how do we get over this? How do we learn to make not just decisions, but how do we learn to make right decisions? Now that's our topic for tomorrow, how to make right decisions. But know this, that when we're indecisive, the first 3 steps to getting out of that mindset of indecisiveness and to move into a mindset of I can do it. Number 1 is to be clear about what you want. Be clear about your destination. Your GPS is absolutely worthless unless you put a destination in it. Number 2, believe in yourself. Look at the good side of you. Look at the positive side of you. Look at all the good things you've done. And number 3, believe in the process. When I say believe in the process, that means to have total faith that good things come to you. Good things come to me today. That's an affirmation. Write that in the chat. I want you all day long as you go through your life to say to yourself, good things come to me today. Write it down, folks. Good things come to me today. One more time. Good things come to me today. Those who are watching on Instagram, those who are watching on YouTube, write in the chat, write in the comments. Good things come to me today. When you can emblazon that, when you can brand that, when you can literally write it in your consciousness so powerfully that it will create vibrations that will attract the very good things that you know are coming to you today. Star Mac, good things come to me today. Tommy, good things come to me today. Let that be your mantra all day long. Good things come to me today. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for your input. Thanks for sharing this with everybody you know. And please share this with other people. I think the message is there in the universe to help as many people as possible. And with your help, we can transform the world. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to make right decisions, how to make those decisions that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. Once again, this is Dr. Herbert Harris saying you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it